They're turning Michigan into a power plant for machines, and they're doing it by erasing you. Over 6,600 farms are gone. Over 500,000 acres are gone. And that's not just the land, that's your neighbors, that's your communities, that's your history. And let me make it real simple for you. That's 375,000 football fields wiped off the map. And what are we getting in return? Not cheaper food, not stronger communities, not a better future for your kids. No, we're getting massive energy projects built to feed AI data centers. Let that sink in for a minute. They are taking land that used to grow food and converting it into infrastructure to power machines. Machines. While American families struggle to afford groceries, while farmers are pushed out, while small towns are disappearing, the political class stands there and calls it green energy. Green for who? Because it's not green for the farmer who just lost his land, no. It's not green for the family that's been there for generations, and it's definitely not green for Michigan. This is not progress. This is replacement. We are replacing food production with server farms. We're replacing people with power demand, and we're replacing Michigan's future with corporate control. And nobody in Lansing has the courage to say it. But I do. When I'm in charge, this ends. We protect Michigan's land. We protect Michigan's farmers. And we stop selling out this state to billion-dollar tech interests that don't live here, don't work here, and don't care about you or the fact that you're here. Because once the land is gone, it's gone forever. And here's the truth they're hoping that you never realize. You don't destroy 375,000 football fields of farmland by accident. That's not policy. That's a takeover.
Well, they do say everything is bigger in Texas. Texas is expected to have the largest data center in the world called Project Matador. If you're wondering how big this is, you can fit 15 Disneylands inside, or it can encompass the whole island of Key West. If you're wondering about the power, it will take 17 gigawatts of power, which can power 3 Irelands, the whole state of Colorado, and then even more power for the whole country of New Zealand. But do not worry, because it will only take 1 billion gallons of water a year. It will also produce only 23.5 pounds of greenhouse emission, which is about 15% of the entire state of Texas. And if you're wondering how loud, well, about 90 to 120 decibels, which is equivalent to standing next to somebody with power tools. I would suggest pulling a Missouri. Show up at every meeting and vote out any single council member that goes against what the public wants, because they work for us, not the other way around.
This is the current drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia. Right after a data center was constructed, the metadata center was constructed, the only difference between the clean water and this was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like next to that data center. And I think both of us can agree that neither one of these things are drinkable. These families now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house in order to cook and bathe themselves. Now, I'm curious if the EPA plans any investigations on how data centers are affecting water quality and availability. I understand what you said about the rule, but are there going to be any open investigations on this issue?
So as soon as I get back to the office, I will be looking into exactly what you've just talked about, because anywhere, whatever type of construction it is a priority to ensure that water quality standards established by EPA are being met. And so we'll be looking into that certainly.
This is our cold water pressure in the kitchen. This is where I fill up water for storage. Those are the things we have to fill up to flush the toilets.
So you can see the sediment from the data center. Wow, and that's just from the water coming out of your faucet.
Yeah. And this is what's in all the pipes.
Just the well itself is probably 20,000, and that's not counting any of the
All the
faucets.
replacement
Yeah.
of the fixtures and
That's
faucets
just
and
the well.
toilets and the lines that come underneath the house. It's overwhelming because you really feel like you are up against this huge wall that you can't penetrate. There's nothing that you can do, and they don't care.
I'm here in Mansfield, Georgia, driving by Meta's new 2 million square foot data center facility. Facilities like this are being used to power things like ChatGPT and other AI tools that are becoming integrated into our daily life. But data centers come with big costs, from light and noise pollution to the environmental impacts, to the potential rising costs of energy bills.
When we found this place, we decided that this was it. It was perfect.
I was actually raised probably 5 miles from here. Felt like coming home.
The data center that's now the Morris's next door neighbor happens to be owned by Meta, the company you know for Facebook and Instagram, but has also been breaking into artificial intelligence. They started construction on this data center campus in 2018.
Definitely changed everything. They destroyed the environment, taken down all the trees across the road.
Beautiful pines, beautiful forest.
The light pollution is,
We don't have to have a night light in the house. You can walk around the house at night and see everything. It's that bright.